Well, would you look at that? So I finally, after, oh hey, welcome back, by the way. It's going to be a new video. I finally got batteries in. I was finally able to get that piece cut up. And it's not done yet. I still got some fitting. I need to, this little curly Q here, I need to kind of bend that this way. I still need to trim some stuff up to do a final fit into the frame, but we're going to set this aside just for right now, because I got these two little scrap pieces, and I may make some more, I may chop them up a little bit more, but I want to see what it's going to be like to weld these back together. Let's get it. Well, I actually feel pretty good about it, to be honest with you. Of course, it's not really going to focus, but I don't know. You know, I feel like it took the weld pretty good. Seems pretty solid. There is, I don't know, I genuinely don't really have any complaints. I did notice, like, as I was welding it, I did kind of have to pay attention to the puddle, and the puddle would kind of randomly just kind of blip, 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 you know, which was probably some of the, you know, the impurities in the metal sort of coming to the surface. Other than that, everything went pretty smooth, so that means I can now move forward on this. Like I said, I got to this section here. I got to try and see if I can't bend this up just a tiny bit, and I don't know, unfortunately I might be losing this little curly Q right here. This little guy might be gone. Whenever I mock it up to the frame, if I bend this chunk up just a little bit and this is not in the way, that sort of fits that section of the neck right there pretty good, actually. I should just be able to weld and then weld, and bam, there you go. Well, I was going to town. I wasn't recording because I was just trying to get some stuff done real quick, you know, and bringing, you know, hop back in after I had some progress, a little bit of progress. However, I got this all cut out and fine and dandy, and then I had this piece, right? If you remember me saying I needed to bend it. And, I mean, you know, look, knowing what it is, I knew that there was a pretty good chance that this was going to happen. But I was like, you know what? If you don't try, you'll never know. So, in any case, I think it's going to be okay, though, because where it snapped was actually a pretty decent spot for it to, it was a pretty clean spot, and what I can do, now I've already gone over and sort of mocked it up on the bike to see if this was going to work out. Well, here, I'll get you a different camera angle. There. This will work a little bit better for showing this. So yeah, like, you have the spot where it snapped, right? And that's, I mean, that's really where I needed the bend to happen, was in that area right there anyhow. So now what I can do is I've gone over and I've taken it over to the bike, and really if I was to do this, so if I was to weld that junction there together and then weld this to this right here and shave this down right here, that would fit perfectly in the little neck section of the bike there. So I believe that's what's gonna happen. I'll clean up these areas, zip them together real quick. Hopefully everything goes smooth with that, and we'll do some test fitting on the bike. Well, so I understand you guys don't have like the bestest view ever from where you're at, but unfortunately it's probably about as good as it's going to get. I'm working on this end here, you know, the part that you really can't kind of see. So the reason why I got the frame pulled back over here is just through walking over there and mocking this up, it seems as though It seems as though I'm going to have some gap welding to do. Unless I can figure out a different orientation for this. Oh, but wait, which I think I just did. So I'll get you a different view again. There. I think that'll do. Try and get this without getting in the light here. Yeah. So originally I was gonna have, yeah. I was gonna have this kind of thing going on, and I was gonna shave that down and move this to where this section of it was actually butting up against the frame there. But as you can see, it's not really gonna work. I suppose I could do something like that, maybe. But I think what I'm gonna do is something like this. So just be cleaning the new points up, and then I can sort of final mock where I need to tack it in at, get this one piece solid together, and then I can come in and hopefully tack it, get it tacked, you know. Alright, so here we are. Hopefully this isn't so hot it burns my fingers, but I got it mocked up about as good as it's gonna get. I think it'll be, if I can get it in there, I think that'll be super cool. So I am gonna break and have a couple slices of pizza, pray to the gods for luck, and get back out here and see what I can do. Alright, well, I think I'm ready as I'm ever gonna be, to see if I can't weld this onto the frame. Yeah. I'm gonna try and do something like this. Oh. Alright, and we're back. You might be able to hear that buzzing in the background. That's a car. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but hopefully it stops at some point. So this is kind of, I don't know how well you'll be able to make it out on the camera there. Sure. This is kind of the setup that I'm going for. I got the frame flipped upside down. And I'm gonna do my best to get it centered. Oh, it looks like I need to. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll do my best to get it centered here. Get some magnets stuck to it so it doesn't move around. And we'll get the first couple tacks in and see how we feel. It appears that I have been very successful in my endeavor. Everything... Oh, let me not kill myself. It appears that everything has gone smoothly. So now I'm going to... I'm going to scuff the whole thing down again, even the part that has primer on it. And then the whole thing's getting primered. And we'll be ready to move on. Super stoked. I feel pretty good about that. I think I might spritz just a little bit more primer here and there. I'm sure I missed some spots like down on the bottom of that. It wouldn't surprise me none. I feel okay about it. You know, I mean, if you get up in there, look, I'll even show you. If you get up in there and you're really looking at it, you can see some gunk that I didn't get cleared off, but you know, from 2-3 feet, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So y'all, like I said, I'll hit this again with another coat. I got the heat on. Well, not right now, but I've had the heat on in here, so it's pretty decent temperature in the garage. The paint's going on pretty fast, drying pretty good. I don't know if I'll hit it with any other, with the, you know, I don't know how much further I'm gonna move on the paint job today, because the next step will be, like, I'll probably go over the whole thing with maybe like a Scotch-Brite or something, and then brake clean it down, and before I do the next coat. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that today or not. Depends on how I feel, I guess. Depends on what else I get into. Well, you won't really be able, it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to make it out on the phone. Well, that does not do that justice at all. I actually got pretty decent lighting here as well. In any case, I guess, this will be, it's like a, kind of like a metallic sort of, what's it say, weathered steel kind of thing. That's the secondary coat. I got it laid on pretty thick. I gotta run to town and get a couple random bolts that I thought I got yesterday, but apparently I did not. So while I do that, I'm gonna leave this sit here, and I'll probably wind up hanging it and letting it cure again for another 24 hours. Let's see how she looks tomorrow. We got her. Well, would you look at that? I think that's gonna come out just fine. Just fine. I got one more coat to put on. There are some runs, yes. Okay. I'm not proud of it, but I don't know. You can't really see it unless you're up super close. So I think that it looks absolutely amazing. I'll put the last coat on and then be very anxious to see it out in the sun, because this is just like the blue that I used on Dohc over there, and you really don't, like, in artificial lighting, it's okay, it's good, but really where these colors do their thing is out in the sun. So, well, I feel like that turned out pretty good. The only complaint I do have about it does seem, is that it's definitely too cold to be painting. I got some spider cracks here and there, and I've already tried to take care of them a little bit. All I did was I just took a Scotch-Brite pad and scuffed the specific area and kind of gave it another quick shot, a little touch-up, so to speak. seems to be doing the job. We'll see once it completely dries. You know, when I'll come out tomorrow and look at it. Aside from that, though, there it is. The 4A frame is now completely painted and done, and I'm ready to really start throwing stuff back on it. I got some stuff that I'm doing with the engine over there, which you guys will see in the next video. I noticed the end of this one kind of got really choppy there. There were sort of relatively large points in time in between what you saw and then the next thing you saw. I'll try to convey that as best as I possibly can, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, now we'll I guess in the next video we'll do some work on the engine, since I got some stuff recorded for that already. And I've been working on, just last night I was working on my clutch lever. Needs some attention, needs some love, so to speak. And so I've been tinkering around with a little part for that. I'm having to design and 3D print my own little piece. Most definitely making it way more difficult than it has to be, but it's what I do. Yeah, I wanna. Oh, before I forget, another sort of mechanics YouTube kind of guy. Does some pretty decent content. Arch's Garage. He had a live stream last night, and I kind of popped in, kind of just say, hey, what was up? And he gave me a shout out and told everybody come check out my channel. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I mean, for anybody who watches my channel who doesn't know, go check out Arch's Garage. He seems like an alright guy. He just does kind of some small engine lawnmower stuff, snow blowers, that kind of stuff. Seems like he's got some knowledge about it. He's probably been doing it for a fair amount of years. So yeah, go check him out. Other than that, thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.